Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, at the very outset, I would like to thank the Honourable Member from Nongpo for having brought this resolution. And I also would like to thank the Honourable Member from Ramrai, Honourable Member from Mausanram, Honourable Member from Mokayo constituency, Honourable Member from Jirang, Honourable Member from Mohati, Honourable Member from Kharkutta, Honourable Member from Nongkrem, Honourable Member from Mokurwat, and Honourable Member from Shela for having participated in this very important resolution. Sir, while I will take time to reply to this particular resolution, to this motion, sir, I would just like to urge our honourable members from the opposition that this is a time where we're giving a time to all of them. I'm thankful they've just walked in. But it's good, sir, if we can all be present in the House. While we bring the points forward of our concerns, I think it's important to also have the patience to listen to the replies. Because a lot of homework goes into this. These are very important issues. And while we raise the issues, we debate them. And therefore, it is only fair that members be present in the House. Sometimes we have arguments that we're not giving enough time, and we have arguments that opposition is not given time, but we are seeing that the presence also sometimes is not there. So I would urge, sir, I'm thankful to all the members from the ruling that they have participated very actively, and also they have shown their presence and seriousness in the House today. Sir, having said that, I think what is very important in this issue is that there are two aspects to this entire problem, sir. And that's the reason why I have selected and desired to reply to this particular motion myself. So because there are aspects of development that are there. There are aspects of hardship that the people face. There are aspects of issues that come with international border. And there are issues that come with these interstate border, coupled with the boundary areas of differences that we have with the state of Assam. And hence, this is a very complicated and very broad discussion that we had today. And I really, once again, would like to thank the honourable members for the points they have mentioned. Sir, I have a written reply. I will not go through it because as I felt that it is important for me to specifically mention and address the concerns of the MLAs directly, rather than giving them a very long reply and speech. So I will try my best, sir, to cover the different points in a generic manner. May not be able to cover everything, but I will try to at least address the issues that were raised, sir. So first and foremost, the issue that came about the issue of development as a whole, sir. And I am in total agreement with all the members who are present out here today, who have participated. So development will be a pillar for all the other aspects and issues and problems that the people face. And hence, it is absolutely necessary that development is given top priority in the border areas. So having said that, while there are special programs for the border area development, whether it is at the international border or whether it is at the interstate border, so development comes from different line departments. And though the flexibility and special focus through the border area schemes and interstate border area schemes are there, sir, I just want to share that the departments, the line departments, are also doing the different development works that are required. For example, the Honorable Member for Mawsyngram was just mentioning that there is a border road that goes from Dangar to Rinku, covering the entire border area, and thousands of people reside in that particular zone. And that area has not received any kind of funding from PWD or any kind of road construction being done for the last at least 25 to 30 years, and the roads were in a very dilapidated condition. And so as a government, we decided, along with the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, that that road needs to be constructed, and hence through the PWD department, we sanctioned 50 crores for the construction of that particular road. And that road would used to take more than an hour and a half to 2 hours to cover. Today, because the road has been constructed, within a matter of 20 minutes to 30 minutes, the people of that particular area are able to reach the different villages or reach the two extreme points, that is Dangar to Rinku, within a matter of 20 to 30 minutes time. And therefore, sir, in spite of BADP, which had a total funding, just to share with you, sir, BADP scheme, which the honorable members have been mentioning about, the scheme of the border area development program, which has been referred to a number of times. In 2016-17, so there were projects of 40 crores for the entire state that was taken up. 2017-18, again 40 crores for the entire state. 2018-19, 25 crores. 2019-20, 50 crores. And then 2020-21, 16 crores. Whereas under one scheme itself of PWD, we sanctioned over 50 crores for the development of a border road. So my point being that we cannot only look at development from the border area schemes alone. You have to see the overall sanction of the different line departments, be it PWD, be it PHE, be it education, so on and so forth. The overall development is being looked after in the border areas to whatever extent possible in terms of the budget provisions. But I do agree that the border area development program and the IASDP program, the ISBADP program, are important because they are more flexible. They are more untied in nature, and they allow the MLAs to provide specific needs which may not be covered under the line department. And hence, I do agree that these schemes are important. And hence, sir, let me give an assurance in the House to all the MLAs that the remaining amount of schemes that were meant to be sanctioned, the 25 crores that we had sanctioned or rather approved under the border area development, and the rest of the amount, about 20 crores, which has not been yet sanctioned. So let me give an assurance, it will be sanctioned this year. I give the assurance to the honorable members because we are committed to the development of the people living in the border areas. Development is absolutely necessary, and this government is committed to ensuring all-round development, and we will ensure that the people living in the border areas will get the benefit of that. Not only that, I also assure you that we will be increasing the amount whatever percentage we can. I cannot share the whole details right now because the budget will be presented in the next few days. We will be giving some more importance to the schemes. As I said, the interstate border area development program. We will ensure that more support is given. Sir, I can see you also nodding because I know that your constituency also will be affected. So I can see that smile on your face. And I'm sure that all the other friends who are bordering the interstate borders, all the MLAs also, and the public at large will also be happy. And we will do our best, sir, to ensure that we are able to take this forward. I was very happy to hear the suggestion that came from our MLA from Mokurwat. I had just had a small conversation with our Deputy Chief Minister. The fact that we were able to resolve the issues to a large extent in the border areas, in the disputed areas or areas of differences as they call it, is something, sir, that we are very happy about in one way, and it was a very challenging situation that we faced, sir. And as correctly mentioned by the Honorable MLA from Nongkrem, that for 53 years the people of this area had been suffering, and nobody had taken initiative to really find a solution to this long pending problem for 53 years, as mentioned by the Honorable Member from Nongkrem. And it is only this government, the MDA government, that took the bold step to say that yes, it may be a difficult situation for us. And yes, politically also it's very challenging. But then, that is the responsibility that has been given to us by the people of our state. And hence, we will work towards ensuring that we find a solution so that there is long-lasting peace in these areas, sir. And I'm happy that we were able to take these discussions forward, and today we have been able to sign an MOU and find a resolution to 6 of the locations out of the 12 locations. A lot more to be done, sir. And we're not saying that we have been able to resolve everything. It's complicated, very complicated. Many governments in the past did not even want to discuss it. But at least this government decided that let us discuss, let us find a way forward, find a solution and move forward. The Honorable member from Ramrai, he mentioned, sir, I don't know how many of you heard him speak, but he was mentioning in his speech that in the Tarabari sector, the Assam government had got full administrative control. The schools were run by them. The offices were run by them. The power department was providing power out there. But once the resolution took place, and once we were able to get all the villages under Tarabari sector into Meghalaya, thanks to the committee where I remember Mr. Rennington, our MLA from Mokurwat, and so many other members were present, had worked tirelessly, going from village to village, which had never happened before. Never ever. The meetings used to take place, as mentioned by honorable members from Nongkrem, that meetings used to take place in Shillong, in Secretariat. But this government was different. We went down to the village. Our committees went down to the villages, met the people, listened to the plight of the people, talked to them, asked them what do they want. And people desired at that point to come to Meghalaya. And we were able to find a resolution to this based on the will of the people. And that is how we managed to move forward. And today in Tarabari, as mentioned by honorable member, that the Assam government has completely backed off. There are no teachers today in the schools because they have given the responsibility now to Meghalaya. And yes, I take this valid point. I think the point that mentioned by the honorable member is absolutely valid, that we need to immediately take action. Some action has been taken. I just want to share. These are also things that are quite new in one way for us, and therefore some steps were taken, some more need to be taken. So let me give an assurance again, sir, in the House today, that all these issues where the manpower is required, where the infrastructure is required, where we have to ensure that the road connectivity to these villages, where we have managed to resolve the issues, so we will work on war footing to ensure that we are able to provide all these services to the people living in those areas which have now been resolved, sir. So therefore, this is again very, very important, and I thank the honorable members for bringing this particular point up, sir. Sir, regarding the BADP program, I'll just give a small brief on this, sir, that the Border Area Development Program, which was again a very, very important program as we heard from all the members, this is mainly for the international border, which is the border with Bangladesh. And I had mentioned earlier, sir, that we have been receiving an amount of anything between about 40 crores to about 50 crores in the last few years. That is annually 40 crores in 16, 40 crores in 17, 25 crores in 18, 50 crores in 2019, and 16 crores in 2020. And then after that, the Home Ministry had informed us via letter number 12/16/2021-BADP, had conveyed to us that the BADP scheme can be continued only up to 30th of September 2022, as the program is set to be reviewed by the ministry. And that is when this program came to an end in one way, because post that we have been communicating with Government of India, but we have not been getting any kind of confirmed response from them about the project or this particular program starting again. So therefore, we also are awaiting, but it doesn't mean that we are just waiting and watching. We are continuously engaging with Government of India. Sir, as rightly mentioned by the Honorable Member from Shella constituency, that there is a program called the Vibrant Village Program. And recently, Government of India has, for the start, they have included villages from Sikkim and Arunachal, so mainly bordering China. This project has been started. Again, sir, the third assurance, let me give an assurance to the House and the members out here that I will take up this matter with Government of India and ensure that Meghalaya is also included in the next phase of the Vibrant Village program, sir. We will take it up at the top level and ensure that this program comes up and Meghalaya also benefits from this particular scheme. So therefore, sir, we will follow this up and will ensure that these particular aspects are taken up. Sir, apart from that, the different issues that have been raised by different members, again, as I said, I will not be able to go into all the specific details of all of them, but there were one or two points which I thought was important for me to again cover out here. And one is, of course, the aspect of what the MLA from Ramrai had mentioned, that if there are some issues where certain officials from the bordering state have been coming in with forces. So let me also just share with you that this is a challenging situation. I think we all need to accept that this is a challenging situation. It's not easy, and for the past 53 years, this kind of situation has fluctuated, has been volatile, and also there have been different incidents that have taken place, sir. But having said that, I think what is important to note is that the process with which we are moving forward in a positive and a constructive manner is something, sir, we have not seen in the past many, many years. And I'm not saying that it is a perfect situation, sir. Being a complicated situation, it may not be perfect, sir. But the efforts that are being made by this government have been like never before. As mentioned by the honorable member from Mohati in his last debate that he was mentioning about the debate with in the governor's address, he mentioned that there were certain issues and problems that we were facing in Block 1, Block 2 area. And within a matter of seconds, right sitting there in my office, through my personal mobile phone, I called up the CEM of the Karbi Anglong District Council. I called up the Chief Minister of Assam, and there and then we were able to resolve the problems that are there. What I'm trying to say, sir, is the kind of relationship that we are trying to build with our counterpart, the dialogue that we are trying to build. It's not easy, sir. It's a very complicated situation. If it was easy, I'm sure it would have been done in the past. But as mentioned by so many members, for the past 53 years, we are not able to resolve this problem. We are at least making some strides towards that in the given circumstances, in the challenging circumstances. And that's the kind of situation today that we face. And therefore, I've always urged our members. I know that our honorable member from Mogayo, he will tell you, sir, I receive calls from him at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. And he'll tell you, sir, that most of the time I pick up the calls, even at 6, 7 in the morning. And that even if I can't pick up the call for whatever reason, I will call him back within an hour's time, because I know that a call coming in at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock means there is something serious that's there. And that's the kind of channel that we have opened up. And that is how these solutions are achieved, sir. These are very complicated problems, but it is only through dialogue, through confidence building, through the trust, that we are able to find solutions. Yes, I am sad that there have been incidents, and I'm not saying that while we're doing our discussions, that there could be small tensions that could build up in certain areas. So it is but natural, because these kind of problems have been there for many, many decades, sir. It takes time to heal. It takes time to build the trust. But because of the kind of work that we've done in the past few years, we were able to, for the first time in Mohati, there were 6 or 7 schools that the Honorable MLA came and said that, sir, there are no schools out there. Yes, it's an area of difference, but can't we give something from the Chief Minister's Special Development Fund? And no development has ever gone. And let me share this with the House, that there was a program of CM Connect I had in Bhoirambong. In that CM Connect program, there was a lady, very, very passionate. I can't remember her name right now, but she mentioned about those schools to me. And this was before the Honorable MLA from Mohati came and spoke to me about it. So immediately when the Honorable MLA mentioned this, I remembered that the CM Connect program, where in Bhoirambong block, this lady was passionately advocating to put up school buildings in these areas of differences where the children are suffering. And we had to speak to our counterpart. And there and then, as I said, we spoke to the CEM of the Karbi Anglong Autonomous District Council, and very, very happily, he agreed. And in fact, the time when the foundation stone was being laid, members from the Karbi Anglong District Council also were there. Our Honorable MLA was there. Our officials were there. And this is how, sir, the trust is being built. Yes, there are challenges. Yes, there are differences. Yes, we have to still find a way forward. But at least we are seeing a situation where there is a cordial relationship. There is some sense of peace. And whenever some kind of tension erupts, there is a channel through which we are able to resolve and be able to compromise in those situations. So therefore, sir, we need to look at this in a positive manner. Let me take this opportunity to tell all the members who are especially staying in the areas of differences that you know that you have a direct hotline with me. I never not pick up your calls, and I'm very accessible. I urge you that you don't have to hesitate. If there is ever a situation in your constituency where our people living in the border area are facing any challenge, any threat to their safety, security, I will be the first person to take the step to ensure that we are able to protect them. So please feel free to contact me directly. They have been doing so, but I think it's important that I mention it on the floor of the House today, in this August House, that we will ensure that we will do everything in our capacity to be able to protect the safety and security of our people living in the border areas. So with a caveat, as I said, that there are challenges. I am not saying that there are not challenges. There will always be difficulties. There will always be situations. But what I'm trying to tell you, sir, is that whenever such situation arises, we will not shy away. Whenever such situation arises, we will be there to ensure that we do whatever in our capacity to be able to give that protection and that safety to our people. So a lot of work needs to be done. I'm aware that in the border areas, we are having certain concerns when it comes to the overall infrastructure in terms of the manpower. But let me share with the House that the manpower required for the border outpost, adequate manpower has been sanctioned. When it comes to the infrastructure that is required in the different border outposts that are there, again, sanction has been given for the border outpost. Wherever the construction has not started is because of the issue of availability of land or a consensus on the location where this particular BOP should be built. And therefore, we are working on it, and I do seek the cooperation of all our local MLAs in that particular area. Wherever there is a delay and wherever you feel that there is a necessity for us to increase the presence, sir, again, I assure the House that we will take necessary action to do that. And wherever the BOP constructions have started and are going slow, please, get back to me. And if the locations where the BOP construction has not started yet, once again, it must be because of the location and the specific area and the consensus on the land availability. For example, in Mukro area, we are having a small issue because the villagers wanted in a specific area, and we are trying to work out on where we'll be able to do it so that we don't disturb the overall environment of safety and security out there. So such cases could possibly be there, but I would urge the local MLAs to please take the initiative and to coordinate with our home department and ensure that these are completed. And whatever other support needs to be given, I will be happy to look into those areas also, sir. Sir, some had mentioned, I'm going up and down because different MLAs had mentioned the points at different times, that there's some guidelines they wanted some relaxation in terms of the Interstate Border Area Development Fund. Sir, of course, these guidelines are made with specific purpose in mind. I don't want to give an assurance that I will definitely change them because I'll have to speak to the department and the officials and the Honorable Minister about it. But definitely, sir, we can examine it. We'll examine, and wherever it's possible, to give some relaxation to meet the larger purpose of being able to give development at the grassroots level. We'll be happy to examine it, and wherever possible, sir, we will look into the matter and try to improve or amend the different requirements that are there. Sir, there was also a proposal about the registration fees. So this issue also, sir, we have been examining. And again, as I said, I'm not giving assurance right now in the House, but yes, this is being actively pursued, and we are actively looking into this issue, and we will examine this in the best possible manner so that we are able to move forward. So there was an issue about the border huts in regards to Bangladesh, and just want to share with the honorable members so that border huts have started reopening in most of the parts of the state. So most of the areas, the border huts are already active. There is no reason for the border huts not to be active. They may not be having the kind of volume that they had before the situation in Bangladesh, but they are opening up, and slowly and steadily normalcy is returning back. Wherever the honorable MLAs are facing challenge, again, please coordinate with the district administration. They have been given specific instructions to facilitate the process of opening up of the border huts. So there is no reason for the border huts to be shut. I have personally intervened in 2 to 3 cases, and now they are functioning. So if you do not get response from other areas, once again, you are free to always contact me, and I will ensure that we are able to take this matter up also. So these, I think, mostly have covered the issues and concerns relating to the overall resolution, this overall motion that has been put up by the honourable member and the different members who have participated. And once again, sir, before I resume my seat, I would like to give the assurance to all the members who have participated and all those who did not participate also, that the different schemes that are related to the border area development, especially the ones that are under the state budget, we will be ensuring that we give more funds to it, and wherever the funds have not been released, I will ensure myself and make sure that the funds are released at the earliest. And as I said, for the future also, we will continue, not just from the border area perspective, but also from the line departments that are present out here. We will ensure that we are able to give overall development to the border areas as mentioned by the honourable members. So with these clarifications and with the assurances, I once again thank the members for raising the different issues. And with that, sir, I would resume my seat. Thank you very much, sir.
May I seek a little clarification if you need?